Today, we will be talking about mutations and genetics. The definition of a mutation is the changing of structure of a gene. There are three types of mutations. The first is a point mutation. This means there's a single base substitution, so the codon can go from AAG to AAC. There's also an insertion mutation, where a base will be added, so it can go from AAG to AACG. And there's a deletion mutation, where a base is deleted, so it can go from AAG to AA blank. The insertion and deletion mutations result in a frame shift. The different types of point mutations are missense, which means the codon changes the amino acid, nonsense, to where the codon becomes a stop codon, silent, to where the codon codes for the exact same amino acid, and a read-through, where the codon goes from a stop codon to a normal amino acid. The missense mutation normally means that the amino acid that's normally coded is changed. So here we can see that we go from an AAC to a GAC. This changes the amino acid that is coded for, which in turn will normally change the protein function. In nonsense, we can see that the TTG will be switched to a TAG, which will end up coding for a stop codon, which means that the amino acid is no longer able to keep coding, so it stops early. In the silent mutation, you can see that AAC turns to AAT. This shows that they both code for the exact same amino acid, ASN. Normally, this means there'd be no change in the protein function. And lastly, we see in the read-through mutation that instead of the normally coded for stop codon, it switches to a tryptophan codon, which means the amino acid chain will grow even longer than it's supposed to be, which will mess up the function as well. And that is it for mutations and genetics.